XRP Future Millionaire, 3:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, I did a little comparison from the 1928 crash to 2022 Bitcoin that it looks like we're approaching to. I did a little compilation style video with little clips here and there. Just chopped it up myself while I was going through. And you don't even have to hear me talk. I don't say anything. But there's a 3-part, it's like a 7-minute video, or I think it's a 9-minute, 5-minute, and 7-minute. Broke them up into 3 parts. You'll see why when you watch them. Start from the first one. But, you know, when I do stuff like that, it's very rare. But I always come back with a technical analysis right after I put that out within the hour. So that's what I'm doing. Because the main things are the technical analysis. In the broader markets like the gold, silver, crude oil, we had a big push down this morning. But for the time being, some of this stuff, like silver, is starting to fight back up. And it looked like that was just a shakeout because it looks like we're looking pretty good in some of this. And it looks like this was a Tuesday, you know, turnaround Tuesday, whatever you want to call it. But some of the broader markets that are starting off pretty hot here, we've got, so the total, like you see the fuel cell NEO are up 8 and 18% today. So we've got a little bit of the speculative stocks that rised up today. So I see a lot of buying into a dead man's bet. And it's even better now. Now I can buy even more at the same level. Well, it's still a little lower than where I initially bought those puts for a few months out. But now I can buy more. There's a lot of people that are buying into a dying market right now. And it's not gonna be good. Man, it's windy. I keep slamming my door over. I was trying to get the wind in the background, but it's windy. So that's what we're looking at here. So don't get caught with some of these great profits, though, for some of those. But it just shows the way the market is. 7.9 billion we're up in the total crypto market cap, up to 1.94 trillion, up 4.27%. And then across the broader market, though, what's the key thing we're seeing here? Bitcoin's at 44,111. And if we could get a close a little bit higher at 7 o'clock, and let's just say we were able to get over like the 44,326 and break over this top, at least break over that 44,363, I think we'd have a chance to do something. Like we've been saying, it's a very tricky market right now, but there is the chance it pulls up, and we've showed that scenario of going up to where 45,564, and then you would have to get top side of a cup and handle here. We'll draw it out like we did yesterday when we made this move. Whoops. So you'd have to get top side of this. So now you'd have to make a move up here to make that push to 50. That 47,266 would be next, but then ultimately 50K. Is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? It depends. Like, if it wasn't for all the stuff in the market and my understanding of what's to come, I would buy into this. But the problem is I'm just staring at dead man in the eyes right now, and I can't fathom getting in for a 10 or 15% run on XRP when I know at any moment the bottom can fall out and we're going to lose 40% or 50%. I'm telling you, we're going to have one of the biggest collapses you've ever seen in the history of any market. And crypto is going to take the brunt of it. Even the stock market won't, because we could get something like that. And that's what I'm looking at. We got a slanted M. So I keep talking about the 45,564 level. But that's less likely than the scenario that is that could also play out. But because we have a cup and handle that we completed on top of, if we get a close up here, it wouldn't be so bad. We just need to close on top of that yellow line, or the red line in the 20-day. But that's in the 30-minute time frame. If you go out into the 4-hour where you actually want to close it, or in the daily time frame, we've got a little bit of room here, showing some signs of a bull flag. RSI is getting way up there towards overbought, though. It's in the almost overbought territory. So you would think it would have to come back down and hit some kind of support real quick if it's going to continue this move. But we're going to see if this is acting as an overextended right shoulder, if this is going to act like something more, and we're going to move up to that next level. Big daily close coming today. Big daily close. And then with XRP, we have an equally big daily close. XRP is either going to close over this 83 cents and give us some kind of confluency that, hey, we're going to move up to the next level. We need that close over 83 cents. It's an important area. We could technically close a little bit lower, but I think that over that 83 cent resistance has been such a problem that if we could just get a daily close over it, I think it would speak volumes. Because we keep wicking back down. So if we could get up there, maybe have an engulfing wick to start the daily. But I don't know. As the volume's gone, as we've gone up and tried to make a little bit of a move, the volume keeps coming down in the daily. So I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see how this plays out. It definitely looks like a bull flag, though, in the daily. It could play off of. And with XRP, that's where we had that $1.11. That's what that line is. Well, you can see it. That's what this is. That's the measured move from if it moved up here. But we marked it from the 4-hour time frame, or in the daily, the red line. And we marked it from a move from there. That's how we got to $1.11. And it actually needs to go down a little bit farther. Shit. But it was also the size of the bull flag. So that's how we get to that price. I think it's a possibility, especially if we get a close. But if you're looking at it in the daily time frame for XRP, this is the thing that I will say. Even though with all the market manipulation, all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and all of the nonsense being put into it, we did have a successful cup and handle. We do have a bull flag on top of the daily time frame, which is bullish on the 20-day. We also crossed over the 50-day. Now the question is are we going to get rejected by the 200-day, which is right up there at just about 87 cents right now. And we're looking for that daily close to confirm this move. That's it. You can see what looks to be a W right here on the pattern as well. We're above the 20-day on the 4-hour time frame. As long as we stay above that 20-day. Come on, cat. My kitty wanted in. As long as we stay above the 20-day in red in the 4-hour time frame, we're bullish. Right now, we're bullish. If we get a close over that red line, I would be more amped to tell everybody to buy in. Especially if we close over 83, I'd be like, all right, obviously you got to take your chances wisely, but you could have a run up. I'm not a financial advisor. Should you take my advice? Absolutely not. But to everything I'm seeing, if this forms out like we talked about, you have to be extremely cautious. And right now, the difference between buying in now and buying in for a 3% gain, that's up to you if you want that. I'm trying to get a daily close where I can feel more comfortable. And I've been looking around the market all day. And there's some opportunities that still have not exactly gone the way you would have thought they would have so far. So, where's it at? Let me go up my chart real quick. I was looking at it not too long ago and I was like, huh, that's an interesting one. Where the heck was it at? Oh, 88 was at an interesting spot, but so was THETA. THETA was the one where I was like, you know, if this was about to pop up before the rest of them, because it's already had its close, whoops, I think THETA is at a spot where it very easily could bounce up here. It held 2 corrections off of the daily time frame in the 20-day, and now it might be flipping to the top side, and I honestly think if we're going to have a bullish push, I think THETA's going to have a big move. THETA would be one that I would highly consider. And obviously, if you want to stay up to the minute, up to the date, you'd have to get into my Telegram so that you can talk to me personally. But this looks to have a move within it. Stacy, talk to me in the Telegram because I know you're going to be watching this one too. And I think we got something brewing here. If we get a daily close, like I said, in these ranges, we still got 3 hours, so don't get too overexcited. But as of right now, these are starting to point favorable to THETA. So, and then with XLM, we're trying to get a daily close over 22.2. This is what I thought was going to happen with XLM. We did get down to this level, but we broke down a little bit more. Ended up being nothing more than a wick, and this could be the reversal candle in the daily time frame. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching me with XLM, this is another one. If this is the reversal candle in the daily time frame, we could have a push all the way up to 30 cents, and it could meet XLM could hit 30 cents while XRP's up there, you know, at $1.98, $1.05. Because we've been talking about the possibilities of this, and now that we're getting closer to the daily close, you can see that this could be a reversal candle here. It's hard right now because, like we've been talking about, we're on the bottom side of that 22.2, And that's a big support level, but we are also starting to get on top side, or trying to, of the 20-day in the daily time frame. If we get a daily close over 219, very bullish. Well, not bullish, but you want 222, but over 219 in the daily time frame is a bullish signal. So just consider that with XLM. That's another one that I would highly consider going in if we do get this close. And then obviously DGB, because there's an inverted head and shoulders even on Bitcoin that we have to deal with if it goes up. And it looks like we're going to have to make a move up. And with DGB, if it does make that move up, and we're going to go from the top of the wick, you're looking at a move up into here. This would be the targeted move somewhere into here, because you'd finish off this inverted head and shoulders. Whether you'd pour out bullish or bearish, we don't know until we get up there. But I have a feeling, as long as we don't get some FUD in the news, and that's the big issue here if you buy in. So I'm waiting until the daily close, but I will likely be in something after the daily close, as long as something doesn't change my mind. But I can already see how these are playing out. This is going to do something like this, likely, and then this is going to have to retest here before further catapulting, likely. So I always tell you guys, I can see things, and you see how much higher up XRP is. So XRP's already made some of this move, but that is a magnificent bull flag if this plays out. And that would get you up to about $1.10, $3.94 at its max potential. We did the same thing with Bitcoin before. It would get you up to that 47,000. Actually, this is the first one would be the 47,266, but this is the scenario where if it broke that, we could hit that 50,000. Because you have to pay attention to the inverted head and shoulders there. And we've talked about it to nauseum, but we're also trying to take this cautiously. So that's my take. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Pay attention for after 7 o'clock for when I possibly enter a position. I usually wait 90 minutes after the daily close. I don't care about losing a percent or two. If it's a 25 to 30% move, why would I care about a percent or two? I don't try to buy the bottom. I don't intend to buy the exact top. So I'll take my cool 18% while everybody's trying to get that total of 25 to 30 max, or 20% I could get. And then make sure you join Tom's Army, $9.99 a month. Get the exclusive Telegram. That's the important thing. You get the Telegram. You can't buy it. You can't pay for it. But for supporting me, I give you the Telegram for free. Join the other 204 members. I talk in here to you guys all day. A bunch of people talk to me privately. It's just a nonstop, ever-evolving thing. Remember, help one person each and every day, because if you don't do it and I don't do it, who's going to do it? Hashtag be better, do better.